Hey, what's up, everybody? BDF44 coming at you with another video. So I just had an epiphany, a Laker an epiphany. It just hit me like a ton of bricks. And judging by who's involved, probably may consider it. I don't know. You know what I mean? This is not something that you just do. Well, let me just present it to you. What if AD, LeBron James, and Russell Westbrook all agree to restructure their contracts? What if they all agree to restructure their contracts in such a way that gives us cap space to get better? That's the third option to make this work. One option is to get them all out of here and get picks. Another option is to trade Russell Westbrook to wherever and then try to build. The third option is to get everybody to take less money so we can get a Jeremy Grant, so that we can get somebody like someone else. I'm not saying that this is possible necessarily, because there are cap implications and things of that nature that I'm just ignorant to. But when I'm trying to brainstorm a ways to fix this situation, while simultaneously giving LeBron James an opportunity to win this scoring title in a Laker uniform, which is what I think he really wants to do, and make this a place that he can win championships in and fix his legacy without having to take the loss of the narrative of ruining the Lakers and leaving afterward. That's not a win for him. He has to fix this. How the hell do you do it? This is how you do it. AD has to shave off a couple million. Bron has to shave off a couple million. Russell Westbrook, you have to get out of here. You still have to get him out of here. But if he were to stay restructured severely on his end, he would have to opt out. He would have to opt out at 47. There's no way I would suggest him do that. Not if you're a good person in his life. You ain't gonna suggest him do that. If anything, you get him out of here. But the problem that the Lakers have is that they don't have any assets, man, and they don't have any cap space. And even if they want to go over the luxury tax, it's still hard to attract players. It's still hard to get them here in a situation where we looked as bad as we did without a future. LeBron's looking older, injury prone. AD's looking older, injury prone. You know, it's going to be difficult without cap space. You know, because what I'm thinking is the Lakers, yeah, we can trade Russell Westbrook. We'll have $47 million in theory. That should be a lot of cap space, but we're going to need more. We're going to need more to build the proper way, man. It's gonna be difficult because you got to look at the pool and see what's out there, free agency, if the Lakers are to attract anyone at all. You know, consider the fact that we're a bad team right now. We're not everyone's first choice. But if a guy like LeBron James and a guy like AD restructures and takes a pay cut, the type of message that sends the NBA about how serious they are about turning this thing around could be worth the investment. Could be worth the investment. Now, again, I don't know if this is possible. For all I know, it's not. And if it isn't, throw it away. But that's the type of gesture that if I were thinking about how to make this right, if I'm Bron, that's the type of gesture that can get Laker Nation to really believe that you're serious about being here to help us win. Now, I know that sounds silly. I ain't spending $1 million to get you idiots to believe in me. That's bullcrap. But what I'm saying is, if he leaves, which is what I think is best for him on the surface, go somewhere, find a championship opportunity, he's always going to have this in his back pocket. He ruined the Lakers. He can't never be over Jordan. He ruined the Lakers. You hear Stephen A. He ain't going to stop. But if LeBron James were to put his money where his mouth is as it pertains to helping this team with their cap, I'm not saying give Genie Bus a bunch of money. That's not exactly that's not how this works necessarily in my head. But what I'm saying is, find some creative way to create cap space that way through the contracts. Because that's going to give you ultimately the type of talent on the floor that's going to help you win and keep you healthy. Do you see what I'm saying? How do you make the Lakers better? Well, the first thing you have to do is not have as much pressure on LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Russell Westbrook can't take that pressure off of them, even if he plays at his best, because he doesn't do the things that they do. In order to take pressure off of them, they have to be able to take a breather from the things that they do. And that's what we didn't give them at all this season. And I think it caters to why they were injured a lot of the time. Both of those guys were asked to play center. You look at Anthony Davis's shooting numbers, they were the worst they had been. Obviously, 18% is what everyone is understanding it to be. He shot from 3 this year. I don't know that had anything to do with anything that I have to say here. But what I'm saying is when you are playing the center position, you're banging against people. That can affect your legs. That can affect a lot of different things. Maybe that catered to why he didn't look as good as he did when he was healthy. It's the fact that we had him out there doing stuff that he just shouldn't have been doing in the first place. He needs that cushion, man. He needs more talent around him to stay healthy, and that's why I think this is a good investment for the players. You know, a guy like LeBron James invests $1.5 million in his body. You don't see the fruit in getting you some players around you who could bang against guys like Scottie Barnes? Fam, it's an investment. Kid you not. So I don't know if this is something that is necessary or if this is the right way to go, but I'm just brainstorming and I'm telling you. That's a way to put your money where your mouth is. Not for sentimental reasons. That's not what I'm on. I'm talking about actual, tangible talent that will help you prolong your career by taking a breather off of you defensively, particularly. Lakers have got to get themselves some big-body defensive players. That's why I mentioned Jeremy Grant. We can't do this little size crap no more. You will never win a championship that way in this league. You got to be able to have somebody who can guard the Giannis's and the big guys and the Embiids of the world. You cannot ask Anthony Davis and LeBron James to do that no more. Period. They can't do it. And the talent that you have to throw at those players has to be adequate. It can't be somebody that's not able to, obviously. It can't be Carmelo, y'all. That's what I'm saying. So, how do you do it? How does it work? I don't think Anthony Davis wants to move out of Los Angeles. I don't think he wants to be traded to freaking Boston or back to New Orleans or something like that. It's an investment. I'm trying to tell you, man. Because if you're going to fight off all of these a million different narratives that are all over the place, the best bet is for both of them to be right here and win another championship in this uniform. And if this team doesn't have the flexibility to make that happen, then there's no way out of this. This is just losses for both of these guys historically. That's just what it is, you know. And so somebody needs to be thinking of solutions, real ones, tangible ones, that not only fix the team but also fix the narratives. Disarming all of these naysayers and people who have something to say, you know, about these guys not being serious about winning. You know, Bron James, you know, I wouldn't suggest most players not take money. I think you can get away with it. I think you'll be fine if you gave back a couple $1 million. I'm just going to put that out there. I'm not counting your pockets. But I do believe this is a very good investment, man, into your basketball career and into the narrative of your legacy. Because I do not think that you will ever get the respect that you want if you run from this and allow these people to continue to paint the narrative that you created this mess. That is a horrible, horrible scar on your legacy that not only will put you behind Michael Jordan, but will probably tumble you behind some other guys too, just to keep it a buck. Guy like Kareem, yeah, nah, you don't want that on your legacy, fam. So you probably want to stay here. Probably do. And I think this is the best message to send. I really do. I think it's the best message to send. You figure out a way to shave this or that, push this or that, and make sure it goes to somebody who can help you win. It'll kill about 7 birds with one stone. I kid you not. I can see it in a million different ways. It works. It really works. So I don't know if it's built correctly. You know, you have to get the right coach. If we come back here with Frank Vogel, it all goes to naught. But you know, assuming everybody has their heads on straight in regards to bringing in the right coach. Now we just need to be able to arm the GM with the right amount of equity to do what it is he needs to do. So, yeah. That's what I gotta say, man. Maybe it won't be necessary if we get rid of Russell Westbrook, though. That 47 may be able to get it done. I'm not sitting up here saying get back money for no reason, but I'm saying the better the talent we have around us in terms of role players, the better AD and Bron are going to look and stay healthy. You know, and if we're going to build around those two and we don't have that in mind, it's going to be a repeat of this year. Simple. With no pick to show for it. Setting yourself up for a couple years of failure. We have to offset that and get ourselves back on track to winning a championship next season. And there's not too many paths toward that unless people do what it is that I'm suggesting. So that's what I got, man. My name is BDF44. I thank y'all for watching.